so much health misinformation out there. And if you're not seeing the weight loss results you hoped for, I can almost guarantee that you're falling victim to one of these health myths. The first healthy habit that could be holding you back is eating oatmeal for breakfast. Now, this might come as a surprise because I know that oatmeal is often thought of as a health food. It's often thought of as a good breakfast choice. But here's the problem. Oatmeal is very high in carbohydrates and it's low in protein. When you eat a high carb breakfast like this, it causes a big spike in your blood sugar. But soon after, it comes crashing down, leaving you hungry and craving more carbs. And this starts a cycle of blood sugar and insulin swings that make it much harder to make healthy choices throughout the day. So what's the solution? Instead of starting your day with oatmeal, choose foods that are high in protein and fat. Think eggs, smoked salmon, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese. You should be aiming to get at least 30 grams of protein in at breakfast. This will help to control your blood sugar levels and also help you to feel fuller for longer. And it's important to note that you can only burn fat when your insulin levels are low. And stable blood sugar means lower insulin throughout the day. So this is key for weight loss. The second healthy habit that could be holding you back is you're limiting your meat consumption. Now, I know a lot of us have had it drilled into our heads that meat should be limited, that it's unhealthy for various reasons, but this is a myth. And it's especially problematic because without meat and animal products in our diet, most of us are not getting enough protein, and especially women. Protein is incredibly important for weight loss, not just because it helps to control hunger, but it also helps maintain muscle mass. When you're losing weight, you want to be losing fat and not muscle. Muscle is not only critical for your overall health and longevity, but it also improves your physique. And guess what? Animal products and meat are the best sources of bioavailable protein. This means that the protein we get from these foods, our bodies can easily use. So if you've been trying to rely on plants, on beans and legumes as your protein source, it's time to switch to meat and animal products instead. Number 3 is you're doing early morning workouts. Now, this might come as a surprise to some of you. Of course, exercise is important, but if you're sacrificing sleep in order to wake up early to get that workout in, then this can be counterproductive to your weight loss goals. And here's why. When you don't get enough sleep or when you don't get enough quality sleep, your metabolism is impaired the following day. Your blood sugar becomes harder to control, insulin levels are higher, and as we've already discussed, when insulin is high, your body cannot burn body fat. But that's not all. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, increases following a night of poor sleep, and leptin, the satiety hormone, decreases. So if you've ever had, maybe you've pulled an all-nighter or just had a poor night's sleep, and you've wondered why your stomach feels like a bottomless pit the next day, this is why. Poor sleep throws your hormones all out of whack. So before you decide to set your alarm for 5 a.m., it's important to weigh the pros and the cons. Of course, if you're able to get to sleep earlier, if you're able to get enough sleep in, then keep doing it, wake up, crush that workout. But if you're cutting your sleep short, then it's actually going to be more beneficial to sleep in and get the rest that you need. Number 4 is you're snacking between meals. Now, there's a common misconception that eating smaller, more frequent meals and snacks throughout the day is going to be better for weight loss. I think we're kind of moving away from it now. I think a lot of people are realizing that we don't need to be snacking so much. Because the reality is, if we are constantly eating throughout the day, then our insulin is staying high. And this is going to make the window where your insulin drops and where you're actually able to burn body fat smaller. A better approach is to focus on having proper meals, 2 to 3 per day, and make sure you get enough protein in at each one, and skip the snacks. If you find that you're hungry in between meals, 9 times out of 10, the issue is you're not eating enough protein. So up your protein, and you're gonna get rid of that urge to snack. The longer you go between meals, the more insulin comes down, giving your body a chance to burn fat in between. Now, I've mentioned blood sugar several times throughout this video, and that's because it is so closely related to weight loss. And one of my favorite tools for controlling blood sugar that I haven't mentioned yet is Good Idea. Good Idea drinks contain a blend of chromium and other amino acids that help to reduce blood sugar spikes. For best results, drink 1/3 of a can before your meal and sip on the rest as you eat. Good Idea drinks have been clinically shown to reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by an average of 25%. Plus, their drinks are 0 calorie, 0 sugar, and they're caffeine free. They're lightly carbonated and they taste delicious. To check them out for yourself, you can head to healthcoachkait.com/goodidea. I'll put that link in the description box down below as well. And make sure to use code KATE15 at checkout because that will save you 15% off your first order. Moving on to habit number 5, we have counting calories. So while it is true that to lose weight, you need to be consuming less energy than you're expending, counting calories is a slippery slope. Now, the first reason that I think counting calories is problematic and holding a lot of people back from their weight loss goals is because it's actually impossible to track. And I'm talking about both the energy you're intaking and the energy you're outputting. Nutrition labels are allowed to be off by 25%, either over or under. And different nutrients require different amounts of energy to metabolize. For example, protein requires more energy to digest than carbohydrates or fat. So if you have 100 calories of protein, this isn't the same as 100 calories of carbohydrates. Fitness trackers also almost always overestimate your energy expenditure. And let's be honest, meticulously tracking our calories, tracking our energy, it's not sustainable. If you want your weight loss results to last, you need to focus on building lasting habits and not tracking every calorie. Instead, prioritize protein at every meal, don't limit healthy fats, and eat mostly whole foods: meat, seafood, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. When you use this framework, when you get enough protein in at every meal, I keep bringing this up because it's so important, your calories will fall into place. And weight loss will become effortless and your results are going to be sustainable. And last but not least, we have drinking sports drinks. Most people, especially those looking to lose weight, don't need these drinks. The only time they're actually going to benefit you is if you're an elite or competitive athlete. And even then, they're not always the best option. These drinks are filled with sugar, which is going to spike your blood sugar and insulin. And this is definitely not ideal for weight loss, as we've already discussed. Instead, if you're looking to replenish electrolytes, you're better off choosing a 0 sugar option like soda. This is going to hydrate you properly with the correct balance of electrolytes without causing a blood sugar spike. Staying hydrated is important, don't get me wrong, but you don't need all that extra sugar. So there you have it. Those are the 6 healthy habits that could be holding you back from getting the weight loss results you're after. Let me know in the comments down below if you are falling victim to any of these healthy habits. Are you going to make any changes after watching this video? I love hearing from you guys in the comment section. I love hearing your thoughts and what's worked and what hasn't worked for you. So leave me a comment down below. I really appreciate it. Thanks guys for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.